Hey all, Hat Monster here for United We Game, and today we're taking a first look at something that's currently in development. The game is called Balthazar's Dream and follows the adventures of Balthazar, a dog. Now, I can't really remember the last time I played a game as a dog. Oh shoot. Not looking good here. Got a little flashback. So it looks like our little kid friend here got Balthazar as a present. Growing up. Oh, he even gets scraps. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start a new dream and see what happens here. Alright, so from what I understand, Balthazar's Dream is a puzzle platforming game in which we, as I said, will be playing as Balthazar the dog. Our mission? To save our owner. I don't think we've got a name for him yet. I guess that's to come in the full version of the game. What we're playing here is a demo, probably an early build. We're just going to be getting a feel for what the game's all about here. I guess as a ghost, you gain the power to talk to the dog. It's interesting. That'd be a nice power to have. I'm not really used to playing platforming games using keyboard controls, so please excuse the horrendousness that is to come. I recorded this a little bit earlier, trying to get a feel for it. So far it's been your standard platforming fare. Swinging ropes, falling ledges and such. I like their checkpoint system. Gives you a little bit of a reward each time. Like exactly what you'd want to get as a dog. These dogs live for praise. That's for sure. Now the little wrinkle in this game, if you notice that big bone at the top, that is our intelligence meter, which drains every time we encounter something that, well, it takes a little bit of smarts to do, I suppose. I guess the dog only has so much. So not only do we have to do the platform like usual, but we also have to do it with the handicap of being a dog. climbing rope depletes it because, well, I mean, it takes quite a lot of effort for a dog to figure out, I would imagine. And as they were explaining before, and right now, we are motivated to stay away from loud, noisy things like vacuum cleaners. They naturally make us as the dog afraid. But it's not really universal. I've got a couple of dogs, and they both would rather either ignore the vacuum or try to attack it. So I don't know if fear is the universal response, but it works here. So I've been having a little bit of trouble here, as you can see, trying to figure out how exactly to get across that gap. And what we actually needed to do was use Balthazar's fear to our advantage here and use it to make a long jump in order to clear the gap, and in this case to get to that rope. It looks less like an actual like game rope we're used to, more like one of those chewy rope toys that you would get for your dog. So it's kind of cool. They kind of folded in the dog experience into the whole game here, for better and worse, and we'll get to the worst a little bit later. See, that time we had to have that little fear wave propel us forward. So in theory, it's an interesting idea, and it's interesting trying to wrap my brain around it here, but not always successful. Not always a mechanic that you want to be dealing with. So perhaps that'll be something they'll address in later versions. Because once your intelligence meter is depleted, the dog Balthazar moves on his own. You're not in complete control the entire time. So it's almost like you're training yourself to deal with Balthazar and his doggy tendencies. So now we're getting introduced to hazards. Being a dog, I guess it makes sense. It only makes sense that we're dealing with chocolate. Later we run into grapes, and I didn't really know that grapes were bad for dogs, not until very recently, so while the chocolate works, the grape might be a little bit confusing if you didn't actually already know that. I'm just glad I never thought to feed my dog grape ever. There's our bunch of grapes right there. Deadly, deadly grapes. Gotta watch out for them. So what killed me there was, that time it was the chocolate. What killed me before, and what's going to kill me another couple of times here, is there's actually a grape getting shot at me across the gap here. So this isn't an easy game. No sir, they're not holding our hand, they're not making it something that we can just breeze on through. Because when you're not dealing with Balthazar's dog tendencies, you're dealing with like straight up challenging gameplay here. And as I said before, it doesn't help that I'm not really used to mouse keyboard style controls. kind of thought being a dog I'd be able to deal with the cat somehow, but no. Cat beats dog in this game. But, you know, we'll let that slide because, I mean, you gotta have some sort of moving enemy, right? Make things a bit more tricky. Oh, he gave me a swipe. Come on, man. Table. Oh. Alright. No. Can't. No. Dang it. What kind of dreamscape is this anyway? Is this really what I'm dreaming of as a dog? Deadly cats and nasty grapes? Come on, we're gonna get past you, stinking cat. Yeah. Alright, hydrant, we need that. Way to go! You did it! Yeah! Here's where we start to get challenging. Being a dog, Balthazar just cannot help but chase a rubber ball. Can't help it. He has to go after it until he has it. So the idea here that I discovered was to place the ball in a spot I couldn't get to in order to get across the gap. The chocolate. And look at that. Okay, got stuck. Not gonna be able to do anything there. So, go back, try and get another ball. I was thinking, okay, maybe I could just try and hop across or something, but no. I'd like to just kind of take a time out here and talk about the music here. It's been the same track the entire level, but I don't know. This being a dream, it fits. It's very dreamy, trance-like sort of music, if you ask me. It's that sort of. It has that sort of quality. I don't know if it's rare. But it's the sort of music you can either just... Sorry for that, guys. You either just let it fade back into the background and ignore it, or, you know, stop for a second, kind of really listen to what's going on. I don't know, I like it. I'm looking forward to seeing more levels and seeing what else they do with the music. Because they nailed it here. It's very dreamy. Still trying to figure out how to get this jump right. The timing has to be pretty spot on here. And not only that, but you can't let Balthazar take over fully. He doesn't have enough speed, so you actually have to be holding the direction you want to go if you want him to jump properly. So yeah, it's definitely taking a little bit of getting used to. Kind of wonder what all these sparkles are about. Ah, dang chocolate. Oh, where did my ball go? This happens a few times. It just kind of despawns out of nowhere. You can kind of tell that this is definitely an early build. No guarantee that this level will even be in the final product. Down, drop it down. Get the ball. Get up, get up, get up. Over the chocolate. Over the chocolate. Line it all up, get the ball in there. And our little ball chute. Very convenient. And down we go. I have a good feeling. I'm pretty sure this is the one where we make it. And yeah, alright. And somehow cats don't like rubber balls. So it's gonna double as our weapon here. Bouncing into them. There goes our cats. Nice. And now, here's the real trick. We've got an area boss coming up here. Giant cat. Cat, really. Alright, let's just get on in there. I got my ball. I'm gonna do. Oh my. Yeah, he's pretty fat. Alright, fine. We'll just get another ball here and. Oh! Yeah, I'm not. So right here, as I'm really having issues doing things fast enough to really get anything done. Everything here drains Balthazar's intelligence meter. The cat roar, the ball bouncing around. I don't like this as a boss fight. It doesn't help that it takes a couple seconds to actually get a ball out of the dispenser. So the control to do it is kind of clunky. You have to hit down and X in order to pick it up, and up and Y in order to actually get the thing to spawn in the first place. So I'm mostly just trying to fiddle with the controls. And there's no like throw button. If I want to drop the ball and try and hit him, it's another down X. And that's just dropping it. I'd have to like drop it and kind of run into it in order to try and throw it. All the while trying to fight against Balthazar here. He can't really seem to figure out whether or not he wants to let me pick up the ball. So if the game has weaknesses, I'd say it's right here where it kind of comes into the fore. I'm able to get one good hit here. But one is really all I'm going to be managing here. Because we've got a boss that I can't react to fast enough, who throws little enemies that kill me in one hit, all the while I'm fighting against a clunky pickup and throw mechanic. And a character that actually does have a mind of its own in the way, which, again, is very interesting. I hope that they, in the final version, they make better use of it, because I don't want that to go away, but for the times we are in control, they do need to do something that will make it a bit easier, really. I wouldn't have to fight the controls in order to fight against this boss. So let's get him another. Yep, see, we got him again. Oh boy, so many cats bouncing around. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I'm gonna do against this guy. I think this is as far as we're going. I just can't get anywhere here. But, I mean, there's a lot of promise here. There's some very interesting things here. It's certainly interesting that I don't have full control over my character. So I would encourage you to check it out. See if they've got this demo here on their Kickstarter. If you think it's interesting, I think they still have time to donate. They only started it a couple weeks ago. So we'll be linking the Kickstarter and maybe their developer site in the description below. Give it a look. I'd say it's worth the 15 minutes or so it'll take to play the demo. And I hope you have better luck against Linux the Fat Cat than I do. Until next time, guys.